Welcome to Venusian Soul. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be 1 year from now. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, group 1. So 1 year from now, for this group, I definitely see a soulmate connection. For some of you, you may have already met this soulmate, but for others of you, I feel like there's this period of heart healing with the Eight of Swords sitting above the Six of Cups, especially alongside Judgment, where you're healing from perhaps a karmic situation or something from the past that may have been impeding your ability to attract connection, or there was a period of growth or healing necessary so that you could attract in the right connection or the level of love that you desired. So there's a really strong energy around a solid soulmate love connection. For those of you where you have already met this person, it could be as well higher levels of commitment. Whether that's moving in together, marriage, I just see a really strong emphasis on a beautiful relationship. I also feel for this group, there's a lot of cards here with a higher view and seeing beyond around big picture thinking. And I feel like right now you may be really required to focus on, long-term big picture, not to get lost in the details of what's happening. So if you feel stuck right now, or if there's an energy of, why aren't my goals progressing? Why aren't I moving ahead? Spirit is saying like right now, it's almost like preparation, but I do feel where you are at in a year's time is going to be beyond what you thought you were possible. It's almost like things start to fall into place. With the Ace of Pentacles as well, I do think for some of you, Ace of Pentacles next to flexible. For some of you, I feel like this soulmate comes in a way or makes an offer that's very unexpected, or just the manner in which it comes about is different than your mind perceived or interpreted. I also think this soulmate and this individual could be very different to, say, your usual type or the type of person that you've been with in the past. I feel like it is a jump or a leap compared to perhaps what you once attracted, or I should say what you were once drawn to. But I feel as well with Two of Cups and Strength, I see you being in a position where you feel a lot more grounded, not only within yourself and your own, your own person, your own being, but I feel you're going to be feeling a lot more stable and have a really solid foundation when it comes to all factors of your life. I also think for those of you with this Knight of Pentacles where finances are a little slow, or you feel like things aren't moving and flowing to the degree they could be, I think your finances start to speed up. I think income increases. I see you being in a really good position within a year. But again, Spirit keeps saying, like, with where you're at right now, you wouldn't guess it. So I don't know if for some of you, you feel like you're going through it, or there's a sense of feeling even a little bit stuck, a little bit uncertain about your path and progress moving forward. There could be a sense of wanting or waiting for, like, when is it my time, is what I just heard. So I feel like Spirit is saying you are going to be blessed here. And I can see a lot of blessings in the cards. But again, I do feel for some of you, there's something that you have to work through. And we do have for our crystal Rhodochrosite, and I keep getting this energy of heart healing, like really like heavy heart healing, where you're letting go of something that either really left a scar, a wound, something that weighed you down. And I feel as you shed that, as you release that, it makes way for new and improved opportunities, especially with this Four of Cups as well. With this Four of Cups, I think, I don't know if right now you're feeling really dissatisfied, or you're feeling like, things aren't working out the way I want more for myself, I want things to improve. I just get that sense of being frustrated, and I'm hearing like slowed down, where things are stalled. And I feel perhaps in a year's time, things have really started to flourish, because I feel like it's like night and day where you're at now and where you're at in a year. With endless possibilities and a higher view, I also think Spirit right now is working with you and flexible. There's this energy of Spirit asking you to open your mind to allow more vision in terms of where you're at, where you can be, what you can receive moving forward. Because I feel for some of you, you may be limiting yourself, or Spirit is saying we have a lot more opportunity in store for you. But if your mind isn't open, you'll miss this pentacle, you'll miss this opportunity because either you don't feel it's possible, or you're stuck in a vision of what will be and what has been and how your future's going to go, but it doesn't encompass some of the energy and the blessings that Spirit has in line for you. For some of you, I feel with this Ace of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, what increases your financial flow is some sort of job offer or job opportunity, that you receive something that comes in and enables you to attract in more abundance. And that could also be increasing your sense of stability. But for many of you, I feel like you feel a much greater peace of mind as well because of something you've healed or let go of, because I feel like there's a huge sense of relief with something that you've worked through. And with Judgment as well, I think for some of you, you've worked through a pattern. I just heard of blocking your blessings. It could be that at times certain blessings were blocked because you didn't feel worthy, or again, the mind. I keep getting that there's healing as well around the mind and limiting beliefs, because Spirit is saying in order to fully step into this energy and to, be in this beautiful position in a year's time, there's a need as well to be more open to Spirit, the universe, your guidance, what's possible for you, not to have a narrow view in terms of, oh, well, this is what I'm used to getting, this is all I can do. I feel like for this group, I just heard you underestimate yourself, but you may underestimate Spirit, because you've been in a position where it's felt as though either Spirit hasn't had your back, or simply that things just weren't moving. So you were starting to kind of lose hope, where it's like, when is it going to change? Or when is this blessing going to come in for me? But I feel for this group, every area of your life is, I just heard moving up, or is being elevated. Because with that Six of Cups, Four of Cups, it's like when you're completely finished with what hasn't worked, it's like Spirit is ready to bring in what will. Especially around connection. For those of you that are still single and haven't met a soulmate or haven't met a solid connection, I feel when this person comes in, you are really, I want to say, blown away with the quality of this person, or you're blown away with the quality of partner. And it's strange because they're saying it's unexpected, but for some of you, I feel like these are things you want and you are manifesting, but there's again, it's unexpected in terms of who it is, or like how it comes in, the quality. There's a sense of getting more than you bargained for, or feeling like, oh wow, I've won the jackpot. And there's a sense that a lot of things line up at once. It's not just one area of your life that starts to move forward. With strength as well, though, I do see for this group, you feel a lot more confident. But I feel like you reach this confidence and this solid foundation and strength within yourself first. And for those of you who are single, and then this soulmate comes in. And again, it has to do, Spirit keeps showing me something being lifted off your shoulders. And I feel like it was some sort of emotional wound from a past connection. Either a karmic situation. For some of you, you could be working through patterns from childhood where it made it really difficult to receive, or it made it, as well, I'm hearing, difficult to open up, to trust people, to open your heart, to be emotionally vulnerable. There's some sort of conditioning that you're realizing can't come with you. It's not compatible with what you want and what you're hoping for. With this Knight of Pentacles, I just heard the phrase, I'm looking at this card and I'm hearing trust. And Spirit is saying, even if things seem delayed, or it appears like nothing is working out, you're not sure how it's going to proceed, there's a lot of kind of doubt going on, Spirit is saying trust that things are going to flow and you are going to move past it. I keep seeing the number 5 for you as well. So you may be seeing 555. But again, in a year's time, there are going to be huge changes. And I keep hearing your life Even your sense of self, how you feel, is going to be unrecognizable in a year's time. I think right now the focus does need to be on this healing process and just releasing what doesn't serve for you, and also saying no. Or I do feel there will be a period where you're closing out or setting boundaries with what isn't working for you, what doesn't make you happy, what you feel has come to completion, because I feel like you need to reach that state of completion to receive the new. With endless possibilities and Ace of Pentacles, I do feel for some of you, you may be doing something different or differently when it comes to career. So it could be a new job opportunity, it could be a brand new career. For others of you, you may be starting something in this on the side, and that's why Spirit is asking you to be open-minded, because there could be a new avenue of income and earnings that open up to you, but there's a need to kind of listen to Spirit and really heed your guidance. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 2. Okay, so for this group, 1 year from now, I just heard you've moved away from all toxicity. For those of you, we have here the Five of Wands, and I feel like you may have people around you that are slightly toxic, or you may be in an environment that isn't working for you. This could be a work environment, a living situation, even a friendship circle potentially, because I do see with the tribe here, you attracting in new connections and new bonds with people. I just heard with people that don't hurt. With the Five of Wands sitting above the Five of Cups, it's a closing out as well of disappointment. So if you've been in a situation where you feel like you continuously are disappointed with people or how they treat you, or people just aren't showing up the way you desire, I see that shifting as well. And we have 5, 5, 5 already, just with the tarot cards. So there are going to be a lot of changes, but I feel for some of you, you're already in this process of change. And for this group, obviously when there's physical and material changes, it can be reflected, or it could have been initiated through going through a certain process internally, through certain inner changes. But for this group, I'm getting that it's more about changing the physical circumstances. I feel like there's a lot of changes that are either happening now, but definitely will happen, that create a very different life and circumstances for you in the future. And look at, there's so much major arcana, but there's a sense of, as well, you being in a really solid position. Like with the Hermit, the Fool, the Guru, Queen of Wands, the Empress. There's also an energy of you coming into your power and really using your voice, speaking up, being clear in terms of what you will and won't tolerate. With the Empress, I see you feeling, I just heard very confident, but for some of you, I do feel this is around your appearance, where you're feeling a lot more confident in your appearance or how you express yourself. You may be feeling like very beautiful or attractive or captivating. There's something around how you're showing up where it's visible to other people that you're in this energy or in this space. With the Fool, I feel like some of you, there's a need to move away or have a fresh start. I think, and especially with the Hermit there, I feel like some of you, I feel like this could be current energy, or I feel this energy is before a year's time. It's like you may be feeling this urge to move, to shift, to set up somewhere new, to relocate. It could be a change in employment for some of you. There's just this sense of starting fresh, and then in a year's time, you've built up a new life in this new energy or in this new location. With the Fool and the Guru as well, I feel like you're coming into a place where it's like you've gained so much wisdom from where you've been, from the past, through certain levels and cycles of growth and alchemy. It's shed a lot of clarity, not only on other people, because what I'm hearing is it's very easy for you to pick people now, to understand, okay, this person isn't showing up the way I deserve, or this person isn't healthy for me emotionally. Like, it's easier for you to really gauge and grasp who someone is, what they're about, and whether they deserve to be in your life. So that's one factor. But I feel as well, it's like you're getting really clear in terms of what you deserve and what you want. And I feel like this is what's driving these changes, because of that inner power. With the Lamb between, again, I see this big transition between perhaps where you're at right now and where you are in a year's time. With higher power, serendipity, and the Hermit, and a burst of magic, there's 4 cards here of divine inspiration, or of the divine offering a helping hand. So I don't feel like these are just, you know, little desires that you may want to make for yourself. I feel like these are big shifts and changes that the divine is kind of leading you into. There's a sense of your soul being finished with where you're at, or your soul is seeking new experiences, new expression, new commitments as well, because we have opening to discovery. With opening to discovery sitting next to the Guru, for some of you as well, you may be opening up untapped spiritual gifts, wisdom. I'm hearing gifts or energies that have been buried within you. So there may be a period where you are slightly more introspective, but I'm also hearing this can be like spiritual study, where you're spending time really learning a craft or coming to a deeper understanding of your skills, your ability, especially with the Hermit sitting above the Queen of Wands. For some of you, you may literally move away from a form of employment or a job or role that was either toxic or unfulfilling, so that you can pursue, say, a spiritual business or some passion or project of your own. It doesn't have to be a spiritual business or healing business, but for some of you, I feel it's in the realm of creativity, healing, or spirituality. And that also generates a lot of abundance. I feel for this group, you work best when you work from the heart. I keep looking at the Jade crystal, and I feel like you guys have a really powerful heart chakra, and there's a strong energy coming from that. With the Empress, it's like you learn how to attract more flow and abundance and support, but it's through less effort. Like, I don't feel like you're, you know, struggling as much, or there's a sense of perhaps having greater financial flow, so there isn't struggle. But again, I keep hearing as well, having people around you that nurture you. For this group as well, you may be someone who gives out a lot of love. You're very good at, you know, you're a giver. You're someone that's always taking care of others, or you're the person that holds, you know, the group together. Or if, you know, in a workplace, you could be the one that's, you know, always there, committed, shows up early, consistent, but you feel like people don't show up for you in the same manner that you show up for them. Or perhaps, again, for some of you, you're in some sort of environment, or there's a group of people around you that just aren't able to offer you that level of connection on that level. And with the tribe, I do see new connections in a year's time as well. But again, I keep feeling it's come through a change of circumstance. With the Two of Wands here, and you can see this man consulting his heart space. I feel for this group, you already know what changes need to happen. So I don't feel, you know, these changes are a surprise in a year's time. You're going to be led into these changes over the next 12 months. And for some of you, you may already be in that process. But I feel with that Queen of Wands, there's a really strong emphasis on confidence, because I feel this new beginning hinges on, or is somewhat dependent on, your level of confidence in regards to putting yourself out there. Because there is an element of you having to perhaps, you know, really vouch for yourself, or really believe in your talents, your skills, your abilities, which then enable things to flourish, or which creates greater flow in your life and greater abundance. But I just feel like Spirit is encouraging you to continue to move ahead and not to take no for an answer either. Yeah, with the Fool, I keep hearing starting from scratch, and that's why I do feel for some of you this could be a relocation if you feel guided. For others of you, I feel like you're starting from scratch in terms of a career or a business. For some of you, it could be both, where you literally, this is the energy where you build a new life for yourself, where you've outgrown where you've been, or you just feel there's not a lot it has to offer you, and you're ready for a fresh start, and you're ready to move forward. But with serendipity, Spirit is saying that the divine has your back. This isn't a case where you're going to have to force new opportunities, or kind of, you know, chase them down where it's hard to get the ball rolling, or things feel like they're not moving. I do think things are going to flow, and they are, I don't want to say it's going to feel effortless in the sense that it requires no effort or action, but it's going to feel effortless in the sense that it's very natural, the progression of change. It could be a sense where an opportunity just shows up, or someone reaches out to you and offers you something, and it kind of comes out of the blue, but it perfectly matches your intentions and your desires, especially with higher power and serendipities sitting next to each other. There is a sense of divine orchestration, but I keep feeling Spirit trying to move you out of this energy with the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups, because it is toxic, or it's just emotionally draining. It doesn't serve you. So I think that's why you're getting and receiving a helping hand from Spirit, because it is time for you to not only receive more, but perhaps receive better. Receive the people, the situations that are conducive to your growth, your well-being, your happiness and fulfillment. And with the Empress, I keep hearing as well, coming into your own. So there could be a sense in a year's time where you've really blossomed. You've taken the wisdom with that guru. You've gone through the experiences. You've learnt to kind of set boundaries, listen to your heart and soul. With that Queen of Wands as well, you've gained a level of confidence in your talents, your skills, your beliefs, your knowing. And that's what's supporting you in this process and in this journey. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 3. So a year from now, what I'm hearing is you will have reached a state of complete peace. Complete peace with yourself, with your past, with what has been. It could have been with someone or a situation either that's currently present and then you walk away from it, so it will be in your past in a year's time, or from your past now and you're in the process of healing it. But there's a sense of cutting all ties from the past or who you have been. With Page of Cups, I also feel there's a level of forgiveness. So there could be someone that comes forward and expresses remorse, regret, and there's a genuine apology, and you reach a place where you're able to forgive them. But it could as well just be you reaching a place of forgiveness within yourself for not only others, but also yourself in your journey. Because with By the Book here, we have Master number 11, but I'm also hearing closing the book, closing the chapter. There's something that you close out that's completely finished. And Spirit keeps saying 1 year from now, you have complete peace of mind. It's like the past is done. So for those of you as well who are really struggling with healing, forgiving, or releasing something, moving past it, Spirit is wanting you to have that peace of mind that you will have closure, that you will reach a point where it doesn't hurt anymore, it doesn't disturb you, especially here with this Eight of Wands. There's a sense as well of saying what you need to say, whether this is communicating to someone directly, writing, like journaling, writing out a letter, just getting it off your chest. Because I feel I also feel for this group as well, there's something around communication in general with this King of Swords, or you expressing your truth. A year from now, it's like you're very aware of, number one, your boundaries with the King of Swords sitting beneath the Eight of Cups, but you're very clear in terms of what's serving you, what works for you, and what you don't want to take with you. I also feel you're someone who's grown into a certain level of mastery, authority, especially mastery over communication and expression. Now with quietening the mind and peace, again, and exposed and revealed, I get third eye energy. There's a lot of changes that happen with you spiritually as well. I see a lot of meditation. I see a lot of inner work, journaling, meditation, yoga. For some of you, dance or some sort of physical movement may really help you with shifting energies and vibrations. But I feel you reach this place of peace and serenity within yourself. And with yin as well, I feel like you're able to receive, like there's no resistance, Spirit is saying. There's no resistance to your guidance. There's no resistance to life. And that really enables things to flow to you more effortlessly. With the Sun and Call of the Muse, I also see you feeling really inspired to express yourself, for some of you, publicly. Like this could be a career in communications, or this could be feeling guided to, I don't know, journal, blog, not so much journal, like blogging, writing a book. I'm seeing like it could be being active on socials. It could be a career that involves something around communication and self-expression, or even artistry, creativity. I just see like you really shining that energy outward with the Sun. And with the Six of Pentacles sitting above the Sun, I feel like things are flowing to you. I think financially there's flow, but what I'm hearing is your priority is your happiness, because with the other groups, I felt like I was talking more about physical circumstances. With this group, Spirit keeps expressing like peace of mind. Tell them they will have peace of mind, that they're going to be happy. They're going to feel free, confident. It's all these inner traits that keep coming through. And obviously that will reflect in the physical. For some of you, you may literally be ready to start a career, a business, a project that brings you the happiness and the joy that you deserve, that lights you up, that inspires you. And obviously if it inspires you, there's inspiration for others. But I keep feeling you reach a sense of just being completely done with the past or what has been. It's like you're ready. I keep hearing you're ready to write a new story. For some of you, books may be significant, because I keep wanting to say like books, journaling, writing. I don't know if some of you are writers or creatives. Could be, you know, fiction, screenwriting, just something to do with expressing yourself. For others of you, I get that sense of artistry, like dancing, movement, could be painting. There's just a sense of having a really beautiful creative energy. But there's something about this process you go through internally that unlocks some of this creative ability, or enables you to express it more freely or put yourself out there more freely. But with quietening the mind, peace, and yin, it's like you go through this inner process of introspection. And in the lead up to a year's time, like over the next, say, 6 months, I see you doing a lot of inner work. And you may already be in that phase and in that process. I keep feeling like there's that need to forgive, to close the book or close the cycle, close the chapter. And Spirit is saying, until you have forgiven, things can't proceed. Or I shouldn't say things can't proceed, but in order to be in this energy where, you know, things are really lit up, you're feeling inspired, happy, free, things are flowing. It's like things need to be wrapped up first. Things need to be completely closed out. You need to reach the knowing. It's like reaching a point in a year's time where you understand precisely why these situations had to unfold, or what you gained from it, how it led you to grow and gain a level of mastery. And it's almost like that understanding as well just further aids that place of forgiveness, because now you have that knowing, that truth, that awareness of the experience. And it's like, it's almost like you're piecing your story together. It's like you look back and you're like, okay, when this happened, or when this person acted this way, treated me this way, it had this effect, and that led me to, you know, move in this direction. And it's understanding the journey. I think for this group as well, in the past, if you have had with the devil a toxic person specifically, or a toxic situation for some of you that was plaguing your mind, or you found it, because I keep hearing it was binding you. It was very hard to let go of, or it was very hard to reach a place of forgiveness for this person or this situation. But if you were in that situation, I feel like you're someone that needs to understand and know why before you can release it. And it's like you reach that level of knowing. For this group, you're highly intelligent. You have a really sharp mind. And that's why as well, you're highly intelligent and very creative as well. But that could be why as well, for some of you, I feel like you're gifted communicators. I keep hearing about communication. But I'm also feeling it's like you wanted just peace and happiness. And I keep getting that theme, because I feel like you reach that point where a lot of, I just heard the drama, the toxicity, the negativity, the lessons, the karmic situations fall away. So with the sun, you can reach that joy within yourself. You can reach that happiness and joy internally, and nothing is plaguing you anymore. I think for this group though, in order to get to this place in a year's time, there is a lot of purification that needs to happen. So I do see you going through a process where it is quite cathartic, and there may be a lot that comes to the surface. There may be a lot of energies that you have to move through that dissipate first before you can be in this position, and before things really start to flow and move ahead. And I think Spirit is asking you to just have trust and have faith in the divine. With exposed and revealed, also for this group next to the sun, I'm getting and even with meditation, well, with quietening the mind, which is my card of meditation sitting above it, for some of you, I feel like you receive some sort of creative or business endeavor or some sort of inspiration around career, work, abundance that comes through meditation or through some sort of introspection. Because I do feel for this group, you are very in sync with the divine, but the more, it's like Spirit is saying, like it's like your cup is cleared, the water is cleared and cleansed from any impurities so that you can hear Source more clearly. I feel in the past, you may have had certain things internally that you were holding that made it harder to either receive divine guidance, or it's like the signal was scrambled. You'd receive messages from Spirit, but perhaps it wasn't quite as easy to take those messages on or interpret them fully. But I feel like you reach this point where you're able to hear and receive things very clearly. And that, because what I'm hearing with the sun is your path is lit up. It's like you're able to understand and see things beyond what you could, perhaps even currently, if you are. And in this Eight of Cups, you can see how it's dark when she's trying to navigate. There's a sense of moving from darkness to light. But that movement has happened inside of your own being and your own energy field. And because that's shifted and changed, that's creating a shift in the physical where you're attracting in lighter energies. You could be attracting in, again, opportunities that enable you to derive an income and work, but generate happiness as well and a sense of freedom. For some of you, I do feel like you're creatives or you're artists or you have your own projects. You could be really gifted when it comes to starting a business as well. And again, and for others of you as well, it could just be a career that offers you more freedom, that is more aligned with your happiness and with what you want to be doing in the world. But I just feel overall with Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, there's some sort of new opportunity that comes from this process of healing. It's like, and I keep hearing you have the seed or you have the vision, but Spirit is saying you need to plant that in order for things to flourish and open up for you in the future. So that's all I have for you. If this reading resonates, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 4. So for those of you drawn to these cards, now I do feel for this group specifically, when I'm speaking, some of what I'm describing may happen before a year's time. Like I may be describing your journey over the next year, because some of these energies I feel might be current and some are more future oriented. Now, for some of you, I keep hearing healing. And with that rose quartz, I do feel rose quartz sitting above the Three of Swords. I do feel for some of you, you may be healing from a past relationship, or a relationship may end. And there's a sense of mending your heart and taking time out. With time for a nap and mending, there's this emphasis on, I'm hearing as well, you will have plenty of quiet time or time to just be. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, and we have let it go here, the biggest barrier for you, I feel, over the next year is learning to let go. I feel for some of you, there's someone you've let go of or you will need to let go of, and there will be a healing process around that. For others of you, this can just kind of correlate to letting go of certain factors in your life. There may be certain situations or people and settings that you've outgrown that Spirit is asking you to surrender now. But I do feel, I keep hearing, it's almost like this process of healing the heart space, letting go of people, situations, energies is necessary to get to where you want to go in a year's time. I feel in a year's time, you're going to be feeling very passionate, very inspired with the Seven of Cups, the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and Great and Full here, like with your cup overflowing. I feel like your healing's complete. We have the Sun sitting above the Knight of Wands. You're in a fresh new energy and you're really feeling inspired, but I think you're feeling inspired for a new life. So I do think in a year's time for this group, you will have started something new, or you'll be trying out new endeavors, having new connections. With the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel though for this group, there's a sense of being on your own. So that's why I feel for some of you, there may be some sort of relationship ending that, you know, you're kind of on your own. For some of you, it could be going out on your own with the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. in terms of starting a business, a project, or starting something new, especially with the Knight of, I don't know why I keep saying the Knight of Pentacles, but the Nine of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups, there's a sense of having all these opportunities at your fingertips, but I keep hearing you created this. It's not a sense of, oh, you know, people are putting all these job opportunities in front of you. It's like you're recognizing I have the ability to do all these things. So it could be as well really tapping your inner resources where you're aware of, you know, I have these talents, I have these skills, I'm setting intentions, for some of you, I get that energy of I'm chasing after my dreams. I'm not willing to settle, or I'm not willing to remain in this energy. Because with the Divine Matrix as well, I see many of you setting a lot of intentions, feeling very inspired, but feeling as though you can achieve either more than you have previously or more than you once thought you could. So there is this influx of energy and inspiration and, you know, feeling really passionate and inspired. With the Magician as well, though, Spirit is saying in a year's time, in order for you to be in this really passionate energy where, you know, things are really flowing and flourishing, it's like you need a clean slate and foundation. And these energies can't come with you. And again, what you're holding on to is going to vary for all of you. And I think for this group, I don't know if you have a hard time letting go, where you have a lot of fixed energy, or at times it can just be hard to let go of the past. Like you form a very strong emotional attachment to things, but that's the energy I'm feeling. And it could just be there's a person or situation that you had a strong emotional attachment with, so it's hard to let go of that specific personal situation. But there's that sense of Spirit encouraging you over the next year to really shed, release, let go, make room for the new, so that you can kind of be in this frequency. Because I do feel in a year's time, it's going to be a very exciting time for you. That's why I feel for some of you, you have started something new, or you're pursuing like a new career, new venture. You're pouring a lot of energy into your passions, into your dreams. And I keep hearing more doors will open. It's like when you're in this energy of having complete faith in yourself, having done a certain level of work on yourself already, things and opportunities are really drawn to you. And I feel like you're in that phase where just things flow. There's not a sense of, oh, I need to make it happen, or I need to force it, or, you know, things are a struggle. It's a sense of really believing in yourself and having that inner confidence and power, and, you know, things kind of flourishing around you. But I do feel for those of you where you're resonating with this Three of Swords energy, because with mending, I keep hearing mending a broken heart, and it's sitting above time for a nap. So I do feel for this group, you may be feeling as though right now I need time out to heal. Again, if this isn't something current, it could be as well that you're taking your energy to go back and heal from someone or something from the past that you haven't received full closure from. And you're in that process of shedding, letting go, just clearing away what doesn't serve you. Because with truth be told, I do feel for this group, you're aware of your own truth and what you need moving forward. And Spirit is asking you to really act on that. Because with Great and Full, Spirit is also saying in a year's time, there's far more emotional fulfillment that you receive than either what you have now or what you could have had in this situation and in that energy. So even if it looks as though you're at a loss or something isn't working out for you, Spirit is saying it's working out perfectly, and it is working out in your favor. It's almost like you have to look past the illusion. You have to look past the surface to be able to see the blessing present. Now with these cards as well, I'm literally feeling pain in the chest, in the heart chakra region. There's a sense as well of letting go of the hurts, because for some of you, I do feel this could be healing from a relationship breakdown or something that hasn't worked out. But for some of you as well, there could have been like just hurts or things from the past that have stacked up that you're still holding, at least in your energy field. And sometimes we can hold these energies subconsciously, but there's a sense that you need to go through this process of healing and purification so that these energies don't travel with you into this new, for some of you, I feel like this is a new opportunity, a new venture. For some of you, it's a lot of new opportunities, but I do get the energy of kind of career, abundance, anything to do with your world, your life, home, you know, building the best life for yourself. You're going to be, I just heard boss energy as well, where you're in that energy of feeling empowered and knowing you can create a life that works for you. But there's this emphasis for you on independence. There's no one else coming into this reading. So there's a sense that you're in that place where, okay, I'm getting myself here. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to chase after my dreams and create my life exactly as I want it, in a way that feels right for me, regardless of anyone else's opinions, ideas, or thoughts about what I'm doing, who I am, and what I need moving forward. So I think you're going to be feeling very confident, very inspired, and I'm hearing with a like cleansed heart space where you're feeling very open again and just loving life. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.